from Western science is there's an idea of a healthy self-construct. But what we're aware with this research is that the self is made up of lots of different conditions. You know, as we're born, come into the universe, we've immediately carry dislikes and likes towards the research on babies and things like that show that babies are different. So we come into the world different. We're all geared up differently. Some people can call it DNA, biological factors. Some people can call it given from God. Some people can say this is karmic, depending on previous life and habits. But there's a recognition there that even as a young baby child, we have our own projections into our reality. The next layer, so to speak, is the social conditioning. It doesn't take much analysis to work out that our own conditioning, predominantly from early carers, parents perhaps, we're lucky, maybe carers, that have been involved with us, educating us, teaching us their values. And then school, the school system we're in, the education, our peers, it all molds into a kind of an extra layer of self that we then identify with immediately going, what's socially acceptable. So all this stuff carries connotations. So the social world shapes us at the same time we shape our experience. From a social perspective, we might also then want to look good in the eyes of society because we have social desirability, the idea of fitting in. So our likes and dislikes become quite hard, much more rigid. And so we behave in a way based upon our conditioning in quite a rigid manner. Our cognitive sense of self is quite firm. And so this talk around embracing equanimity for social action is looking at how on a macro level, how these tight prison-like experience or lens in which we're colored, our likes, dislikes, neutralities have such a big impact in the social world and the political world that actually can create such a hard and fast division. Because, you know, if we assign to an ideology, for example, we become very identified with it. And it's the over-identification with the self-construct, your own beliefs and projections of likes, dislikes, and qualities, that becomes the potential area for division. Because so identified with it, automatically that means someone coming in with a different worldview, there's a clash. Someone coming in with a different ideology, there's a clash. And so we are all naturally assigning ourselves to things and people we like and dislike. So when we bring compassion into the mix, you can quite, I think, logically see that our compassion too is going to be influenced by these constructs of like and dislike. Very easy to be compassionate to the people we love, people that are nice to us. I think naturally, I think we're all born with an element of compassion. It's not to say it can't be nurtured as well and learned over time, rather than assuming it's some innate characteristic that we carry. Compassion needs to be watered in order for it to flourish. So easily to be compassionate towards people that are nice to us. That's easy, right? We're neutral, to be compassionate, that's also easy, I think. You can extend that and go, oh, well, they've done nothing wrong to me. They might not have done anything right to me. I don't know them. They're probably a nice person. I can be compassionate to them. But it's the area of the people that are not nice or have the different views, different worldviews, different ideas, different sense of what's right and wrong, that compassion can become sticky. Whereas we want to be nice, want to be compassionate, sometimes it's easier to turn the compassion tap off, because that level of doing it to the people we dislike or that cause us harm in some way is the real kind of challenge. And so that, in the space of ideology and political ideology is what I'm particularly interested in culture change and in organizational change. We are not always going to be around people we like or behavior that we like. So how do we train ourselves to be compassionate to those we don't like and those that annoy us, irritate us? That's the real beauty of equanimity, because I think through equanimity it acts as a bridge from mindfulness to compassion.